Today, the market continues to fall, and you may ask yourself now, okay, but so what? Well, without further ado, let's see what we can actually do from now on, what strategies we can use at a time like this, and of course, what to expect next from our stocks. This is the Finance Hydra channel where we discuss practical strategies to use in the market, and you receive unbiased analysis every single day based solely on technical evidence, charts, statistics, facts, all right? No gut feelings, no stress, no emotions. This is the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. Welcome to another daily study. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the SPY is losing multiple support levels, alright? We are leaving the 21-day EMA behind, which is right now pointing downwards. By the way, this is the exponential moving average on the daily chart, alright? By losing this support level, SPY is entering bearish territory from a technical point of view. What's more, we are losing the $600 support level, which, as we discussed many times before here in this channel, this key point is quite important because it was not only top signal here, top signal here, bottom signal here, top here, bottom here, bottom here, bottom here. Right now we are losing this key point again. It is not only a very important inflection point, but it is also a psychological key point, right? It's the $600. It is a round number. The market has a thing for round numbers. Therefore, it is a technical and psychological support level, which SPY is losing today. So it is a very problematic and a dangerous reaction, suggesting a sharper correction ahead. We are now officially in bearish territory on the 1 hour and daily charts. So the next technical support level on the SPY is the $590. The next bottom from February 3 over here, okay? So by seeking this support level, SPY is going to try to retest its next support level. Okay, now you may ask, all right, Nathan, but what if we see a nearly miraculous bullish reaction tomorrow or maybe this week over here above the $600? In this case, we could see a very nice bottom signal, but for now, there is no technical evidence suggesting that a bottom signal will materialize, all right? Remember, trading is reactive. It is not predictive. Right now, it is impossible to tell if the SPY will find a bottom level in this area or not. If you ask me, there is still time to react. Yes, there is. But so far, there is no technical evidence supporting the idea that SPY could be a buy again, that it is going to make a bottom signal around this support level. Okay, for now, all we can say is that SPY is closing below many important support level, and in this case, in the absence of technical evidence suggesting otherwise, we are supposed to seek lower levels, namely the 590 down here. All right, on the weekly chart, we see that SPY made a very dangerous top signal last week, all right? A bearish engulfing candle pattern. Right now, we are trying to trigger this pattern, suggesting more correction ahead. We have this purple trend line connecting the previous bottom levels since October 2023. If the SPY seeks this support level over here, okay, great. On the weekly chart, we are still maintaining the uptrend. All right. So right now, if you ask me, we are in a downtrend on the 1 hour and daily charts. However, we are still maintaining the uptrend on the weekly chart. That's why I always like to tell you guys, if we see any sharper correction on the SPY, and as long as this correction does not bring the price below our key support levels on the weekly, we are going to maintain the long-term bullish bias, and any pullback could be just another buying opportunity, because we are going to buy following the major trend after a sharper correction when the prices are discounted near a support level, when the risk-reward ratio is optimized. That's how we like to do over here, building strategies that optimize our returns while mitigating our losses. Okay, so right now, if you ask me, okay, SPY is trading, is losing a few support levels. However, if we see any bottom signal near our support levels, fantastic. SPY could be a buy again and avoid a major reversal on the weekly chart over here, because if we see a major reversal on the weekly chart, we could easily retest the 575 again, the next technical support level from January 13, 2025. All right, so yes, so far we are still, although we are still maintaining the uptrend, we have yet to see a meaningful bullish reaction around our support levels. Okay, if we do see one, fantastic, but so far we are still maintaining the bearish bias on the 1-hour chart, still in bearish territory on the daily chart, okay, making a new low, losing the moving average, losing the $600. So far we are not looking good here on SPY. Maybe tomorrow, maybe this week, maybe we're gonna see a bottom signal, but as long as we don't see technical evidence supporting this idea, we are not going to make a real bottom signal. And the same idea is applicable here on the QQQ ETF, which is losing our support level at 522. We did talk about this support level last week. Right now, we are losing it. If the QQQ fails in reacting tomorrow or in the next couple of days, we could easily seek the next support level around $511 down here. Okay, that's our next technical support level on the QQQ. Right now, there is no meaningful bottom signal. There is not a single bullish reaction suggesting a recovery or that the QQQ will maintain its bullish bias on the weekly chart, because yes, on the weekly chart we are still very bullish. We are inside an ascending channel after all, right? It is ascending. However, if we do not react in the next few days, the QQQ could easily seek its next support levels on the weekly chart, like the 21 weekly moving average and this purple trend line over here, which is very close to the $500 support level, which is also a round number, a psychological support level, $500, right? It is a very important number, okay? So we have a major inflection point long-term wise here in this area, okay, near the $500. As far as I'm aware, any pullback to this area could be just another harmless correction while the QQQ maintains the uptrend on the weekly chart, all right? It could be, but so far, there is no technical evidence suggesting that we are going to react from here or that we are going to maintain the uptrend on the daily chart over here. Therefore, we gotta wait, okay? For now, I do not see any meaningful signal on SPY, on QQQ, and how this affects our stocks, because high beta stocks like Nvidia, for instance, are going to suffer a lot. Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, the best ones over here, they're all going to suffer a lot if the market actually fails to react around our medium-term support levels, and the indices need to react as soon as possible in order to avoid a sharper correction on their weekly charts. And the Nvidia over here is following the same. It is following the same path, because we lost the 21-day EMA, all right? We are not necessarily losing our previous support levels like the SPY, like the QQQ, but right now we just reached the 130s, which is another very important support level for Nvidia. Now, if you ask me, any bullish reaction around this area could be another buying opportunity. What's the problem? The problem is that it is going to report earnings in 2 days. Okay, so Nvidia will report earnings in 2 days. This will bring some volatility to the stock. Now, earnings are always totally unpredictable, all right? We can't predict what's going to happen next. And the earnings, well, we can't say how Nvidia will react after earnings. Maybe it is going to show us a very robust result, right? Maybe it is going to show us amazing earnings. However, if the market sees anything slightly weird, relatively weird over there, we could easily collapse to even lower levels, maybe to retest the 115 again, which is a major support level for Nvidia on the weekly chart as well. Alright, by losing the 115, Nvidia will actually materialize a crystal clear lower high, lower low, right, on the weekly chart, and that could be a very problematic signal for Nvidia. We already had a possible double top chart pattern over here, right? But by materializing a crystal clear lower high, lower low, Nvidia will officially reverse the bullish sentiment on the weekly chart, the long-term bullish sentiment, because we are clearly bullish since October 2022, right? If we see Nvidia losing the 115s, it is over. We are going to technically reverse this long-term uptrend on the weekly chart. But for now, guys, for now, we gotta pay attention. We gotta pay extra attention on how Nvidia will behave around the 130s. If we fail in, if the 130s fail in holding Nvidia's price, then the 115s area down here, that's going to be our next major support level for it if we see Nvidia collapsing after earnings. Now, Nathan, what if we see Nvidia exploding after earnings? If we see Nvidia exploding, in order to maintain the bullish momentum on the weekly chart, it is very important for Nvidia to explode the price and keep the price above the 142 resistance level, okay? The previous bottom level over here, now resistance level just after closing this gap over here, right? So Nvidia needs to break this resistance level as soon as possible. Now you may ask why? Because by breaking this key point, we are going to technically trigger a bullish pivot point, a higher high, higher low, the best chart structure suggesting a bullish continuation, a bullish reversal on the daily chart over here. So that's the key point. If you are bullish on Nvidia, that's the key point. You want to see Nvidia breaking as soon as possible in order to materialize another meaningful bullish movement. But so far, since it is going to report earnings, well, for swing trading purposes, Nvidia is not looking that good, all right, because it is a gamble, okay? But for long-term investing, just like myself, all right, I am also a long-term investor on Nvidia. For long-term, it's okay. I will probably hold during earnings over here because I only plan to sell Nvidia in a few years, right? Maybe when I retire, maybe. It is still a little far in the future, but right now, okay, it's still a hold. Of course, I'm not saying it is a sell because it is not. To me, it is still a hold. But medium-term wise, for swing trading purposes, we can't build any meaningful strategy over here because we are not reacting. We are going to report earnings. It is not looking good. Now, Tesla, on the other hand, Tesla over here hit our technical stop loss. All right, I told you guys that we at the 5% project, we were bullish on Tesla over here for many technical reasons. Right now, Tesla hit our stop loss, but it is not losing it. Okay, it is still closing above the $326. Therefore, this key point, it is still working as a support level for Tesla. All right. So if you ask me, there is still a decent chance that Tesla still could make a bottom signal in this area. But what's the problem? The problem is that right now there is not a single meaningful bullish reaction suggesting a bottom signal. Okay, so we gotta be extremely careful over here. And remember, guys, that every single one of our strategies, they are designed to maximize profits while mitigating losses, all right? They are not about avoiding losses, okay? We can't avoid losses. Eventually, we're gonna lose. However, as long as our losses are smaller than our gains, okay, long-term wise, you will achieve consistency. That's how we work here in this channel. That's what I teach you guys. That's what I teach our students at the 5% project, okay? And guys, remember, if you want to trade with us and receive firsthand my trading strategies and exclusive signals, join our educational project, the 5% project. There you will receive trading signals based on our trading methodology, following our trading or technique and risk management. And these are professional strategies aimed at mitigating losses while maximizing returns. You can trade in practice, leaving the market day by day with us. And it is totally free to try, alright? You won't be charged. Cancel whenever you want. It is free for 7 days. You will have a 7 days trial just to test our service. We are committed to delivering value to our students every single day. So I believe you will find our community very interesting. I share many incredible trading ideas over there, not only in Tesla, Nvidia, but in many other stocks. So our strategies are there. I teach you guys for free. Just join us over there. 7 days. The link to my website is in this video's description. All right. Now, back to our analysis. Okay, it is dropping today, Tesla, but if we see another bottom signal, it could be another buy. As crazy as this sounds, and you may ask why, because we would react above a support level, all right, on the daily chart, $326. On the weekly chart, we are still struggling around the 21 weekly moving average, okay? If we see a meaningful reaction above this key point on the daily chart, we could make another bullish reaction on the weekly chart over here, reinforcing the idea that we are going to technically reverse this medium-term bear trend and continue the long-term uptrend, because on the long term we are still very bullish, all right? So by reacting in this area, Tesla will send us a very nice bullish signal. That's why I see Tesla as still another possible buy, but right now, in the lack of technical evidence supporting this idea, we can't say it is a buy right now. There is no clear bottom signal yet. If we see one, great, fantastic. I will design a very good strategy as usual with a small stop loss and a very nice target. But for now, there is not a single bottom signal. All right. And remember, join the 5% project to get access to my personal strategies. Okay. Now, regarding AMD, guys, AMD, the famous advanced money destroyer, right? This one is bearish, okay? Making lower highs, lower lows. See how the 21-day EMA is acting as a very reliable resistance level for AMD. It simply can't break this EMA on the daily chart, right? It simply can't. What's more, recently we found a top level around this moving average and around the previous support level over here, which is right now acting as a resistance level. Again, the principle of polarity in technical analysis right here in our face. Now, by making a top signal in this double resistance level, AMD once again fails in reacting, okay, suggesting more downside. Our next support level is $100. Why? Because it is a round number, a psychological support level. It is not a technical level, okay? It is a psychological level. But below this key point, beyond the $100, we see the $93 as our next actual technical support level. So either way, AMD has more downside left, and in the absence of a clear bottom signal of a very good, meaningful bullish reaction, AMD is not a buy. Now you may ask, okay, Nathan, but when will AMD be a buy to you again? We gotta break this double resistance level made by the 21-day EMA, made by the 114. Only by breaking this key point, AMD will technically reverse this bearish sentiment, will reverse the downtrend. And if we see a crystal clear higher high, higher low breaking this double resistance level, that would be just perfect, all right? Just perfect. But AMD, it is not breaking. It's simply not breaking our resistance levels. It is still respecting our resistance levels. So it is not a buy. It is only a sell. If you want to sell AMD, every single time we reach any resistance level, that would be another shorting opportunity to you. Okay? To me, it is simply not a buy right here, right now. AMD is just correcting now. Palantir. Maybe this one over here, guys, this one over here failed in reacting above the $100. Actually, it did try to react above it, but right now it is losing this key point, okay? By losing the $100, by losing the 21-day EMA, this support level, this double support level, Palantir is entering bearish territory again, okay? What's more, it is technically triggering a bearish engulfing candle pattern on the weekly chart. This pattern has a reversal rate of 79% of the time according to Thomas Bukowski's studies. Therefore, it is not a good signal on Palantir. By losing our support levels, Palantir suggests a sharper correction ahead on the weekly chart. What's our next technical support level on the weekly chart? The 21 weekly moving average, okay? The exponential moving average on the weekly chart. It has been a while since we don't hit this moving average, since August last year, okay? So if you ask me, Palantir deserves a sharper correction to close this gap over here as well, right around $84 on the weekly chart. The 21 weekly moving average is at $76, so we have way more downside to go. So it is too soon to tell that Palantir is going to react from here to make a bottom signal from here. If you ask me, in my humble opinion, any bullish reaction near this gap support level, near the $84 or near the 21 weekly moving average, could be just another buying opportunity. Why? Because Palantir is still bullish on the weekly chart, okay? We are still maintaining the uptrend. We are not losing the 21 weekly moving average yet. We do not see lower highs, lower lows on the weekly chart. We only see a possible harmless pullback. What's more, not even on the daily chart we see clear lower highs, lower lows, right? So we are just making a pullback, a long-term pullback observed on the weekly chart. We could drop more, yes we could, again, and the targets are quite simple over here, $84 to close this gap, the 21 weekly moving average, all right, these are quite good, but right now there is no meaningful bullish reaction. If we see bullish reaction around our support levels, great. Palantir will probably be a buy again, but for now, we are not there yet. And the same idea is also applicable here on super microcomputer, which this one went up roughly 158% since the previous bottom in February over here. Right now, in the beginning of this month, by the way, but right now we are correcting, okay? Now, any correction to the 46 or to the $44 area, which is right now very close to the 21-day EMA over here, could be just another harmless pullback to a support level. Any bullish reaction near the support level could be another buying opportunity. The idea is very simple. What's more, on the weekly chart, we just triggered a major inverted head and shoulders chart pattern, right? So any pullback to this neckline area would be totally expected because, again, according to Thomas Bukowski's studies, pullbacks after the breakout of the neckline of head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders, they occur roughly 66 or 67% of the time. I don't recall the specific statistics regarding the inverted head and shoulders, but a pullback over here would be totally normal, expected, and even desirable because you are going to buy while the weekly and daily charts are still maintaining their uptrends after a pullback near a support level with a good risk-reward ratio. That's how I see the situation on super microcomputer. And guys, by the way, if you're still watching me over here and you are not a subscriber, you should consider subscribing because we are here every single day talking about many stocks together, analyzing the market. You receive unbiased analysis of the market, right? They are never my opinions, okay? I never share my personal opinions over here. Oh, it is going to explode, it is going to melt, etc. No, I only share technical analysis, refined technical analysis without bias, without panic, without stress, without emotions, right? I only try to share applicable strategies so that we can use in this market together, because we retail traders, we gotta stick together, right? So I only try to share my ideas based on technical evidence. So if you like our content, remember, subscribe and click the like button to support me as well. Your like is extremely important to this channel. Okay, now where was I? Super Micron technology is right here, retesting a support level. All right, this key point over here around $95 is, I'm so sorry, around $96 is very important, because it was not only a gap over here, but it was a support level multiple times here, here. It was a resistance level here multiple times, and right now it could be a support level again. All right, it simply could be, but we do not see any meaningful bottom signal in this area yet. But Nathan, what if we see tomorrow or in the next few days a crystal clear bullish reaction above the support level? Then we could see a buy signal followed by a very meaningful bottom signal in this area. I'm so sorry. A bottom signal followed by a very nice buy signal around a support level. Because why? Remember, my dear friends, buy near support levels when the risk-reward ratio is optimized. By buying near support levels, the relationship between risk and reward is at its peak, right? Because even if you are wrong, and we all could be wrong, okay? Anytime, we could be wrong anytime over here, but because we can't control the market, but we can control our strategies. And okay, if we are wrong, all right, we're gonna lose little money. If we are right, we can capture a very nice bottom signal and a very nice bullish reversal. Again, that's the kind of thing we do together all the time on the 5% project. So remember, join our educational project for exclusive signals on many stocks, including Micron, super microcomputer, etc. So just take a look over there, all right, for more trading strategies like these. Now, the problem is that we do not see any meaningful bullish reaction. Okay, there is none. Therefore, in theory, we are supposed to seek lower levels like the $90 again. All right, that's how I see Micron right here, right now. And the Intel looks incredible. It is making a pullback over here, all right, but any pullback could be just a harmless pullback to the 21-day EMA, or maybe even to the $22 again, retesting this, the previous top signal from January this year, as our next support level. So we see a double support level over here on Intel Corporation. Any bullish reaction in this area could be just another buying opportunity. And by the way, yes, the 5% project bought Intel Corporation right here. Okay, here, February 3, that's when I gave you guys the signal to buy Intel Corporation. It is right there on our Telegram channel. It is free to access, okay? Anyone can have access to our Telegram channel just to see our previous messages, because I never delete my previous calls, my previous analysis, all right? They're all there. Every single one of them, the losers, the winners, they're all there. Therefore, yes, you can benefit from our channel because we did capture a very nice movement on Intel Corporation. Now, we already sold, okay? It did hit our target, our first target over here, and then it did trigger our trailing stop gain strategy over here, okay? So right now, we are not on Intel anymore, but if we see any bottom signal in this area, I believe I will share just another buying strategy on Intel on our Telegram channel again, all right? So, but for now, okay, let's just wait. Let's see the market melting. And in this circumstance, as long as the market maintains its uptrend, I see many interesting opportunities around. So, yes, I'm still quite optimistic in this market, but we gotta see technical evidence supporting a bullish thesis over here, because so far, we are not looking good, okay? We are still very bearish, and if we do reverse the long-term uptrend observed on SPY's weekly chart, QQQ's weekly chart, we are going to see a new bear market on the indices, and then we'll have to change our strategies again, all right? But so far, let's just wait and see for more confirmation. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep you guys updated in this channel every single day. Remember, every single day. Therefore, subscribe, click the like button, join the 5% project for more ideas, for more signals. Thank you for your audience, my dear friends. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye bye.